Hi everyone. Are you a mom that thinks self-care is selfish? I promise you it is not. I used to think it was a luxury, but honestly, it is your lifeline and it's not selfish. And in this video, I want to break down the stigma and really reveal why prioritizing yourself is essential in this whole estrangement season that you are going through. So if you're ready to embrace that unapologetically, stay tuned for this video. For those of you that are new here to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris, and I'm a mom, just like you, who walked through a difficult road with my own daughter for over a decade. And while her life spiraled, so did mine. And I promise you, it does not have to be that way. So let's dive into this. So these things that I want to share with you are some reasons why self-care is not selfish, right? We've all heard that saying, but do you believe it, right? That's another story. So first of all, I want to just mention the stigma of self-care, right? Everyone thinks it's selfish. Oh, you're so self-centered. Like, how dare you take care of yourself? Well, I want you to know that even though society or the stigma in general is that it's selfishness or indulgence, that kind of a thing, it really is a necessity. Self-care is a necessity because if you don't have it, and we're going to get into that later, if you don't have it, you're going to fall apart. There's no better way to say it. And I'm going to be really honest with you. Self-care is something that saved my life. That is part of my journey that literally saved my life. And if you look up the description of self-care, what does it mean? Self-care is done with the intention of caring for yourself, not with the intention to harm or take from others. Being selfish means there's a desire to take from others, often to their detriment. But self-care is about replenishing your resources without depleting someone else's. That is so good. You're not trying to deplete anyone else. You're trying to fill your own tank up. And that's what this is about. So understanding the lifeline concept, the lifeline of self-care, it just like a lifeline provides support and safety, right? A lifeline. Self-care acts as that same source of strength and stability for you as a mom. Because there are different things that you can do to take care of yourself, self-care, right? Not all of them cost money. So this isn't about being extravagant and going out and pampering yourself. That's not what this is about. Sometimes they do cost money, yes, but other times they don't. And so just remember that lifeline concept, it provides support and safety for you. So another aspect is prioritizing your well-being. So there's a tendency for moms like you to prioritize your children's need above your own. Frankly, really prioritizing everybody's needs above your own, right? I'm sure you can probably relate to that. A lot of moms do that. And so I want to highlight the shift in perspective because there's a super need to understand that taking care of yourself is essential. Not selfish, like I mentioned, but it's essential. So how do you do that, right? There's self-care, is a coping mechanism. It is almost like an emotional anchor for you during these difficult times. And so, like I said, there's a lot of myths associated with self-care, that it's selfish, that it's this, that it's that. But when you can start realizing, for example, when you're on an airplane, what do they tell you? When the stewardess gives you the flight attendant gives you all the instructions when you hop on a plane, right? Put on your own oxygen mask first before you help others, including your children, right? Why? Because you can't help someone if you aren't okay. And that goes for you as a mom with your adult children. If you have smaller children, it goes for you with your marriage. It goes for you with your other relationships. If you aren't taking care of you, you are going to fall apart. So with self-care, the benefit, right? One of the biggest things, it's not selfish because it's building emotional resilience, right? It's building emotional resilience where you are going to respond from a place of health, a place of peace, rather than reacting to everything and everyone around you, right? I have some moms in my group coaching program that tell me, their kids are starting to take care of themselves, little bits at a time, right? Relationships are still rocky, but the child is starting to take care of themselves in their health. And I guarantee you that is helping their emotional state. It's helping their mental state, which hopefully in turn is going to help them react differently as well. So it's going to diffuse a lot of situations. The biggest thing is, if you look at it like you have a self-care toolbox, and this could be a whole video of its own, but honestly, having a diverse self-care activities, and when I say diverse, I mean things that are helping you physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? So things that you can incorporate into your own routine. One of these things is, for example, maybe meditation, maybe journaling. A lot of the moms I serve are very artistic. A lot of them spend time in nature, as do I, and it has changed my life. Regardless of where you live, you can get out in nature, right? So just, you have to look at your life like the self-care toolbox. Am I going to do every single one of those things every day? Maybe not. Some of them I will, right? Some of them will be a weekly thing or a monthly thing. But you need to figure out what that toolbox looks like for you. And so for those of you that I've never had a conversation with, never had a consultation with, I encourage you to fill out the discovery call link below. And then I can share with you a little bit more about my group coaching program and see if it's a fit for you. But I need to hear more about your situation with your child and how it's affecting you. And so again, that would be a consultation. So you can feel free to click on that at any time after the video. But the last thing I want to talk about, there's two more points here. I think breaking free from guilt, by you taking care of yourself, you're going to actually be able to do that. Because guilt can be released when we are in a healthy place. When we are not taking care of ourselves and we are ruminating constantly over the situation with our child, and we are fighting constantly, and we feel like we're always in this battle with them, right? And we're not taking care of ourselves, we're going to hold on to guilt and resentment and all the emotions. But also on the flip side of that, I want you to know that you don't have to feel guilty to go do these things for yourself. It is a necessary part of your healing journey. And if you look at this situation, this season that you're in with your child, this is a healing journey. And if you can just kind of attach that to what you're going through right now, your child's going to have their own healing journey and you have yours. So these are the things that you need to think about when it comes to what type of self-care are you going to do? And how am I going to, am I going to realize now that it's not selfish and that it's okay that I do these things? And lastly, I just want to mention that, empowerment and self-discovery of yourself and what you like to do. I've got moms that I serve that are doing things that they used to do as a kid, dancing and tennis. And I've got lots of moms that do pickleball, and they're out doing things that they've never done before. Some from, long time, dreams that they've always had, and some brand new things that are popping up in their life that they're able to participate in that is changing their life. And it is so cool to watch. So I just want you to know that you can have that too. And even though you may feel like you don't even know where to start, the first step, honestly, in regards to this time together here today, I want you to realize that it is not selfish to take care of yourself. It's mandatory. And honestly, if anyone else doesn't like it in your life, you need to have a conversation with them. Because this is part of taking care of you. You are a human being who needs nurture. You need emotional help. We all need it. We need to take care of ourselves emotionally, physically, spiritually. And if we're not doing that, something in all three of those areas, in my opinion, you are going to change your life when you start doing these things. Your mind's going to be clearer. You're not going to have as much stress. Is the situation still going on over here with your child? Of course it is, right? I can't promise you when that's going to end. I do believe it will, but I don't know when. And so I just want to encourage you that these are the things that you need to start with. So I just invite you to fill out that discovery call link, or you can hop on another video here that we've got posted here, because the self-care concept is crucial. And I've got other videos in relation to that. So I want you to go ahead and pop onto one of those and let me know what you are doing for self-care in the comments. I'd love to hear what kind of things are you participating in to help yourself. So I'll talk to you soon.